just a quick update on my garden. I know I've been remiss for a while, but I'm starting to dig up my dahlias. And even though...
These dahlias, Mom?
These dahlias, yes. These poor little dahlias. As you all know, I've had a horrible summer with dahlias. Most of them have just rotted in the ground. When I go to dig them up, there's nothing left, not even the papery shell from the individual tubers. Everything is just rotted.
Is this all you were able to get?
Well, I'm not finished.
Oh,
I just
okay.
started.
Okay. All right.
I have 6 different varieties here. Now, considering that I started with over 35 different varieties, and some of those varieties were 5 per name, I'm not not doing very well, but I knew that going into it, and I expected to get maybe 10%. So far I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different varieties out of 35, which I'm so far pleased as punch about. Providing that I can keep them through the winter and not have them go moldy or not have them shrivel up and dry out. I will have these to do cuttings and offer to people, and people will at least know that they can make it through the humid, rainy summers of the Southeast. And here in Charlotte, outside of Charlotte, South Carolina. Charlotte, sorry, Charleston, South Carolina. These tubers are all, they look great. I'm really surprised. There's no crown gall, which I was worried about. There's no viral or bacterial infections. And even the ones that I dug up that were rotted, they were just rotted. There was nothing else in the soil. So I'm pleased about that. It's, you know, considering all the bulbs, tubers that I planted, it's not great, but I'll take what I can get at this point. Mm-hmm. I'm very happy to have something to work with. I still have another 40 pots to go through, so I will give you all an update. But I was just so happy to have something come out of my dahlia pots that I wanted to share it. Also, my pineapple sage is doing fantastically here.
So much so that they're falling over. Yes,
those in the small, well, even the big pots. I just learned the other day that they can grow 5 feet in height.
And what did you think they could grow to?
Maybe 3.
Well, they're at 3 now.
Yes, yeah, they're at 4 actually. Pineapple sage is actually a perennial, and I just love them because it smells fantastic. And I just recently learned that they're wonderful for the migratory hummingbirds at this time of year that come through, because there are very few flowers for them, very few flowers with nectar. And so these tubular flowers are just wonderful for hummingbirds. So I think what I'm going to, and these are wonderful because they start so easily from cuttings. In the spring, you just cut them and stick them in water. They will root within a couple of weeks, and then you just put them in a pot. And that's the way most of these started from. So I'm going to try, even though I've said it before, my soil in the ground is horrible. I'm going to try taking a couple of the smaller pots and transplanting them into the ground to see how they do.
Okay.
Now, the experts all say they need full sun. Not so much in the southeast down here. In the low country.
Well, these guys got moved like 4 times here.
Right, until we finally found a spot that they liked.
Right.
And this they like because they get afternoon shade from the tree canopy up here. So I would not put them in hot southern sun. I would not put them, we had them over on north, south,
the east
west,
side.
eastern side of the house. And the afternoon hot sun fried them. So I put them here, and they like this spot very much, which it gets sun, but in the afternoon it gets some shade. So if you have some dappled sun, I think that would be a great spot for them. They are perennial. They smell divine. You can use them in cooking. So I'm very excited about them. And the fact that they can help the hummingbirds and the wildlife, so much the better. So just a quick update. I wanted to mention that and my dahlias. And when I dig up some more and come to a final count, I will let you all know. And next video, we'll talk about the tomatoes that are still growing but not producing. So I'm going to take cuttings of those and overwinter them to get a head start on the summer plantings, hopefully. So we'll talk about that in the next video. So that's it. Just an update for today.
You're just excited.
Yes, I am. I am that I got something out of my dahlias. So that's it.